Hello. So basically what you do, you start by opening Keyshot and it looks like this. And then after that, you go to the file that you want, which is the SolidWorks file that we created. It's this one. And I click and drag and I basically import it. It doesn't really matter about any of this stuff. But yeah, you just import and then wait for it to import. And then now you have the file in here. If you want to add texture, it's really simple. You just look for the one that look for the texture you want. In this case, we want wood, so I'm just scrolling all the way to the bottom, and there's some wood versions here. So basically, in order to do this, you click on drag, like whatever wood you want, and then you can put it here. So I remember yours was kind of like white, or like IKEA like. So we can do maybe this one. So the option that just happened was that you can either link the files so they're same, or you don't. So as you can see, that one is still like a wood color because the materials are linked. So if we want to separate them, we can right click on that area and click unlink material, and that way this part will be metal. Because right now the bottom one is linked, so do you see how it like matches with the bottom? So yeah, that's a problem. So I'm just gonna unlink this one, and then you can just so basically these two materials are the same, so I'm just gonna link it. But yeah, so now you have a model that has both, and yeah, so as you can see, you can look at it from different angles to see how you want to render it. And basically you can't really see that these are separate, so maybe yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna make it separate for a second. But one way to move it around, so you asked how to move it, right? Let's say I want it to lie on its back. I click on this, I go to scene, IKEA, and then move tool. Basically I can click on rotate, and so right now I can see this, and I can rotate it. As you can see on the right hand side, the rotation is changing. So I'm just gonna do, this one's like 90 degrees. So that way it's like directly above the ground. And because right now it looks like two separate materials, I'm gonna fake it a little bit, and I'm gonna just make this one slightly higher. So yeah, we can have it like maybe something like this. So it looks like there's a gap, and then this check mark, and then you see this part is still wood, so I need to make it unlinked. Unlink material. So I'm just making the metal part metal. And if I want to copy the same materials, this one, I can right click on it and copy material. Then I can paste the linked material. And this one is paste linked material. There we go. So now you have it. So if I want this in the angle that I want, so I remember that you said you wanted I'm just gonna make this closer to the ground. You can click snap to ground to make it on the ground, but I want it to be a little higher. Okay, so I'm just trying to get it into the position that you might want. So I'm trying to just organize the camera. So I'm just going to try to make this as realistic as possible, basically. I can just, like, if I like what I've created, I can render this. So if I want to hide the background and put my own background, I can click include alpha transparency, PNG, include alpha transparency, and I made the resolution pretty high, like 2000. And then I'll just name this coffin. And then I'll just render it. Add to queue instead of render, so I can do multiple at the same time. Render multiple at the same time. So I'm just gonna move this angle, because I feel like yours was kind of like this. And then I'm gonna try to render this as well. Add to queue. And then I'm gonna put like a more realistic background. So I just feel like this one could be realistic, so I'm just gonna add to queue. Actually, I'll just to queue, render. And then, so I like these 3 images, so I'm just gonna render all of them. And then I would just click process queue. And then right now it's rendering, as you can see. So yeah, right now it's rendering, and then basically it'll be done from here.